Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of the DNVR Rapids Podcast. We are presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's #1 sportsbook. Download the app, use promo code DNVR when you sign up. Well, it's a drawing room, and it is a frustrating drawing room. I'm feeling like we got some takes coming tonight. I don't know. I just feel it in my bones. Those takes to be coming, of course, from the fellas. It's Super Yaya.
What up? Yaya here.
Just Yaya?
Just Yaya.
I don't like that. You're Super Yaya.
I can't be Super Yaya when the
I think
Rapids
you can be, bud.
are not even close to being super. My power.
Oh, no. I think they're close. We'll get into it.
They got to prove it. I'm like Superman. Like, I need the sun to be good. You know what I mean? And the Rapids are my sun. Yeah, that's where he gets his powers from.
I need to learn more about Superman. Okay, maybe someone who could tell me more about Superman.
I can. It's yellow
downtown
sun.
Duane Brown.
Hi.
Hey, dude.
Gets his powers from the yellow sun.
Interesting.
If he gets his powers from the red sun, then he turns into bad Superman.
Yeah, he turns into Russian Superman. That one's interesting. Red Sun is sick. That's really good. See, I know about that.
Yeah, that whole Russian reference is kind of funny.
Well, yeah, true.
I don't know. I just find it funny. I find it hilarious. I thought it was.
Well, it's interesting because he lands in Russia instead of America. So he's like the superhero, but he's the bad guy here. I don't know. It's cool stuff. Anyways, Rapids draw 0-0 in Vancouver. Diego Rubio's penalty saved in the 80th minute by apparently the greatest keeper in the history of the planet.
Dude is
besides
actually
Yarbrough.
really good.
And I don't, it was a ragtag group, a weird formation, injuries and everything in a midweek game. Fellas, where's your
Nuggets?
What?
Can we talk about the Nuggets instead? That's fun.
Yo, that Nuggets game though, man. Jamal Murray, man. Woo!
Murray him.
That dude is the truth.
Buddy.
Goodness.
He is him. Truly is him.
His nickname should be Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray. Murray.
Like Gary Harris.
Yeah.
Where are you guys, assuming we don't just talk Nuggets the whole time, although I could, where would you guys want to start with this? It was park the bus, counter when you can. And a few times probably should have scored on a counter, but also Vancouver probably should have scored a ton of times too on that parked bus. So where do you guys want to start with this? Yeah. What are you thinking right now?
To me, it's I think this game was bad. I think they got the right game plan for the Rapids. I think they sort of game you won on the road on a short week after playing on a Wednesday. Yeah. I think that's exactly what the Rapids wanted. But it's also, you're playing a really bad Vancouver team that didn't have a single dangerous shot, in the shots that were dangerous were like Yarbrough saves. You know what I mean?
Easy Yarbrough saves.
There was one that he had a layup. Yeah. But like Yarbrough, like none of them were really dangerous except for that, and that was outside of the box. That wasn't even like something that was right in front of them. So it's like, I thought the game plan was the right game plan. I don't have anything against that. On the road, on turf, on a short week, in another country, I'm all for it. Like, I get what they were trying to do. But it's more like you're playing a really bad Vancouver team that you had your chances and you didn't capitalize, which is the Rapids MO at this time. Like, what else do you want? Like, that's who they are. They've proven us that's who they are.
Yeah. What I wanted was one more midfielder and one less attacker, because asking Max and Ronan to carry that load, shout out, Logan, shout out, as always, and Judgmental Jim, our guy. Asking Max to carry that sort of possession conduit role, it just makes him think too much, and I think it showed tonight. I think if you have one of Acosta, Bassett, even Priso, if it's good Priso, I just think you see a much better offense tonight. It was really tough to sustain any sort of possession. Duane, you were upset in our group chat.
I'm still upset.
You look upset.
I think
I know you're smiling, but I can tell when the smile is an upset smile.
I'm trying to continue the role of the positive guy, and
you don't have to.
I may have been broken tonight.
It is strange that
broken me.
It's strange that this is the thing that made you break positivity. So I'm excited to hear why. Because this doesn't feel like keep going. Go ahead.
I think this is our worst game aside from game 1 in Seattle.
No.
You can disagree all you want. I'm telling you my opinion.
Sure.
And I think just setting Yarbrough up for the firing squad for 85 minutes out of 90 is dangerous. Thank Rapid Man that their offense is also terrible. It's what kept us, in this. It's what kept us to getting a point. Vancouver is not good. Their defense is not good. If the plan is to play in transition and to get counterattacks, that's real hard to do when all of your offense is a part of the back line most of the
game. I'll push back a little on
to
that.
Pass to.
They are on like 400 plus minutes shutout right now, which is pretty good. So you're definitely going against a crazy informed keeper and a pretty informed defense.
Like I said last show, like our defense is the truth. I'm not afraid of anybody in the entire league with our defense and our keeper. But putting the entire game on their shoulders, which is we parked the bus right from kickoff.
That's what they wanted to do.
And that ain't it. And it didn't work.
It did work. They didn't give up a goal.
I was about to say, the Bayern squad did nothing. Like it was no
absolutely worked. It was the definition of a success.
We're never gonna get above the line if that's what you keep playing to, Mitch. Is just to not lose.
They don't play like that though. This is like the one game they parked the bus. They usually play like
they also missed the penalty
and quick.
And this was not a failure in any way, in my opinion. Not even.
It was a bummer. Like, don't get me wrong. It was a really shitty game. It was even fun to watch. Like, I understand that. Like, it was boring. It was slow. It was grinded out. And I get why, but they usually don't play park the bus. They usually play possession. They play quick passes, and they play progressive. You saw it against St. Louis. You've seen it the last 4 or 5 games where they've created a bunch of chances. I think the biggest thing is, like I said, they're on a short week, tired, injured as well. And you're playing on turf. And playing on turf is just a completely different world, too. You can see the guys were like, kind of like galloping. They weren't even like really running because they were afraid.
Rubio, especially, he did not have any burst.
No, like they were afraid to step down on that turf because if you step down too hard, it's hard, and then you're gonna completely rip your hamstring or you're gonna tore an ACL. Like you got to be careful on that thing.
Yeah. I think, look, parking the bus was definitely a success. They didn't give up a goal. They should have converted that penalty. And if he converts that penalty, we're in a winner's line. We're pretty stoked. Right now, you're 6 games MLS unbeaten. You're just one, if you can have the hailstorm game in there. So 7 unbeaten across competitions. Granted, you need to see some of these 1 points be 3 points for sure. Let's talk about something that worked tonight. And it's something that we saw in the St. Louis game for the first time. And it was Andreas Maxu, our Danish king, manning the middle. And it looks like on a now permanent basis, because there was no specific matchup you're scared of an aerial duel with to keep him in that center spot from last week that he had for the first time against Klaus. So I think now you're going to see a Lawless on the right, Maxu in the middle, Danny Wilson on the left of that back line. And I love it. And I'm here for it. And he was great.
Honestly, man, like, I want to give him credit. My thing is, this Vancouver attack sucks ass.
That's true. And that's why they were fine letting them just throw crosses around.
Honestly, dude, this Vancouver attack is literally the Suns tonight. Like,
except they do not have a Kevin Durant. They have no one close to a Kevin Durant.
I mean, but like, regardless, dude, like they're not good. That's why I'm like, I want to be like, oh, great. But at the same time, I'm just like, it's against a really shitty attack.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's why I was okay with the park the bus and counterattack because I was never afraid of their. I've said it all. I said it on Wednesday. Like I'm not afraid of their attack.
Yeah.
I wasn't. And I also said that goalkeeper's really good. Like, and he's proven to be really good.
Pretty crazy to not play Cabral, I think, unless he was feeling knocked up a little from the game on Wednesday. Seems crazy that he didn't get any time in a counter game, right?
Damn it, Eric. Why would you do that to us?
Eric, stop watching the games. What the hell?
Eric, don't take that on yourself. It's the same result with
Eric's
or without.
fault. Eric's fault.
1 point with or without Eric, you,
it's
Eric.
Your fault.
You do your thing, buddy.
Good job, dude.
The Rapids are spelled.
You blew it.
The Rapids are spelled RAP1DS.
Yeah.
They replaced that I for a 1 because that's all they've been getting lately.
Yeah. Should have had one. Man. It's tough. They should have scored. They should have had more possession. The only problem with that counterattack is you just needed another midfielder. And it bums me out that either Ralph didn't start with them or I don't know. You were missing that. Even let Leyva start. He looked fine. I don't know. You just needed something in that midfield. You can't force Ronan to be the only option to get it going from the back because Max just wasn't. He was not on tonight for the great game he had Wednesday and the great run of form he's been on. I thought he did not look good tonight.
Honestly, in all honesty, dude, it's like it should have just been a 5-4-1 if you're gonna park the bus like this.
Yeah.
A 5-4-1, keep the same players, but just keep them back. Let Mikey be the lone striker and launch it every time. Mikey will almost had a few of those too.
Yeah, Lewis almost had 2 of them too.
So like keep the speed up there. Like I think it would have been fine with Rubio and Ronan and Max manning the middle and just being able to launch it.
Yeah,
and having a little bit
but
more.
Then it should have been Cabral then, right? Like
yeah, exactly, or Cabral or somebody.
It's just crazy that he didn't play tonight. This is the first time I'm like, that was a mismanagement.
Yeah, after that. I think that good game that Frazier had, I think this is one of his worst games of the season, in my opinion.
It's not that
I don't blame him for the strategy. I just the personnel itself.
Yeah.
And I get why. Like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like, oh my God. I just with what he had, I think he had a little bit better options. And how you said like Cabral being up top and maybe having a little Leyva even start like screw it, dude. Like we're just gonna park the bus and throw it. There's no rhyme to this. Just get the ball forward. Like it might have been a good one, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think this is also where you notice like Sam really is that best option on the other wing opposite of Keegan. And I think you missed it tonight with him having to play up just because of how the lineup and formation went. Because I think Sam at this point in his career is a wing back. He is not a winger. He's not a forward. You don't want him involved in that. You want him playing up from that wingback spot, but as the secondary guy, right? With Lewis above him or whoever, Cabral, doesn't matter. And it really showed. It really, really showed in this one, I think. Because he's been great at wingback, but he, anytime he's forced to be a full-time offensive guy, it hasn't looked good.
Really rely on the MLS with the EPL. It's just a funny one.
Thank you, cool dude.
Can we talk about injuries real quick?
Injuries. Let's talk injuries.
This
is injury talk.
I don't want to. To me, I don't blame any of the training staff, but there is something to blame for all these injuries, in my opinion, and it has to be the training facilities. They keep training on that other field that's not their original practice field, and
back where R2 practices,
and that field is not a good field, man. It's
not
soft enough. No, the other one is a good. The other one that they practiced on last year is a good field. It has enough sand underneath. It's soft enough where your hamstrings and your knees are all your joints are not hitting the ground as hard. And that's the biggest issue with the other one. That's the biggest thing. It's wear and tear when you're practicing that many days.
Yeah.
Because it does affect you. And it's not the training staff, in my opinion. I think it's an investment in the training field. Like that's one thing that
straight up
that's actually damaging these players because the hamstrings are getting hurt. Why? Because you're hitting that pitch so hard when you're training that your hamstrings are becoming more and more tense. When you go play on a softer field, you think you're gonna hit it as hard, and your hamstrings just don't take it as well. It's in my opinion, that's part of the issue. And these injuries are starting to inhibit the Rapids from. I mean, Beta has a Beta hamstring. Rubio had a hamstring issue too, or an ankle issue.
Ankle.
You will saw Bassett go down with a hamstring. Like, these things happen. I think even Jack Price a little bit, but not as much. That was just kind of shitty playing conditions.
Yeah, it just was. That is
but to me, like, the amount of injuries piling up, I don't blame the training staff. I truly, truly do not, because they don't take care of these guys. But when you're not training in the right place at 5 days a week for so long, it does affect you. Like, it does. Try doing one thing that's off in your routine every day, and it's gonna hurt you eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think that has anything to do with Rubio missing a penalty today.
Oh, no. This is just the injury itself. No response involved.
You're right. It's like, there's just all like, it's like, there's just too many obvious things. I think today is the problem, right? Like, usually we got to dig a little bit and, this wasn't working. And like, but there was no passing networks. There was hardly any possession in midfield. Rubio misses a penalty. You wasted just a sensational game from your back line in Yarbrough, and it just sucks. It stinks. The whole thing stinks.
Yeah, dude, Rubio didn't have it today. He knows he didn't have it, according to Kevin. Like, he knew he was nothing, dude. His passes were way off. He couldn't run, and he missed a penalty. Like, that's not Rubio. If Rubio has a good game, Rubio's winning that game for you, single-handedly.
I'm trying to find his Instagram.
What do you think, Duane? You've been quiet, man. I need to go, dude. You know what? You need to rant. Go off. Just have your.
I'm trying.
Just go off.
I'm really following my grandma right now. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it.
Dude, just go at it, dude. It's fine. Like,
this offense isn't it, folks. Like, I know that you guys are going to disagree and you want to keep making excuses for him, whether it's turf or training or guys are tired because there was a game on Wednesday. Let me tell you, when May hits and we got midweek games and Saturday games, and they're not against Northern Colorado Hailstorm, who is nowhere near our level, or Vancouver, who's not very good, this isn't going to work. Are we going to make it till August, getting 1 point every game if we're lucky? And I say August because that's, crossing our fingers and hoping that in the transfer window, we bring in somebody who can score goals, and maybe they can start playing by August. Are we even still in this in August? If we can't score goals and all we're getting is 1 point per match, I don't know. We have a serious problem on offense, and we can make up excuses and we can blame injuries all we want. But the guys who are on the pitch get paid to be professional soccer players. And at some point, you got to put up or shut up. And these guys are not. And I'm not going to make any excuses for that. Like, you got to
look. Here's the problem, though. I think is you're calling like reasons for low offense tonight excuses, but they're not excuses. Like,
there were plenty of opportunities to score goals, Mitch, and we didn't again.
Yeah, to me,
how many times, like you said yourself last season, this team shows us who they are. We are over a quarter into the season. We're approaching halfway through the season, and the team is showing us that they can't score goals, dude. Like,
yeah, but they also haven't lost in almost 2 months.
Right, and that's all defense.
That's
all
good
defense, though, Mitch.
But
we can't be only one.
Yeah, but you need good defense. You need a good defense.
But to me,
you have to win a game at some point.
But to me, I need to clarify this real quick. I'm not making excuses to the team for their offense. This offense is complete utter ass too. The same way I said it about Vancouver, this offense is exactly the same. No teeth, can't bite. It's all bark. Because they get to the places and they don't score. Not making excuses at all that this team's offense. It's bad. I'm like hands down. But today's game, to me, I was trying to explain why the game plan made sense to me.
Yeah.
Not to me. I was talking about game plan, not their offense. Their offense was bad, and it's been bad all year. They've only have 6 goals, and they've all come in the second half, and they haven't played with the lead. And the one time they did, they lost the game.
That's true.
And the other
Maybe
time
they shouldn't play with the lead. We just should have Mikey B score goals in the 90th minute, and win games that way. I'm cool with it.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not.
It's the only thing that works right now.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Duane. Like, you're completely right. It's complete utter bullshit. This game should have been a win because you had that one penalty, and that offense was bad. I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm not even putting it on the penalty. Like, I don't think the way to winning for us should be penalties. Like,
we need to be when you get one in the 80th, you should win.
Yes, when we get one, we should get it for sure.
Yeah,
but like, it's a bummer that against a team that's not very good, like that was our best chance at offense. And I don't mean just this game. Again, I'm meaning like this team is showing us who they are. I'm looking at big picture at the whole season so far, and I'm worried. Like, I'm at the point where, like, I'm legit worried about this squad.
I'm not.
Because we can't move forward if we can't score goals. Yes, I know we can get ties every game through the rest of the season. That's not going to get us in the playoffs, and it's sure as shit not going to win us a playoff game.
I don't know. They just hung in completely with LA and St. Louis, who are probably the two best teams in the league.
And where are LA and St. Louis? They're at the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Close to the bottom because they're scoring goals and winning games, and
they didn't against Colorado.
They are against everybody else.
They didn't against Colorado. They didn't against Colorado.
They're at the top of the table. This is the craziest argument, Mitch.
It's not an argument. That's what I'm saying. No, it's not. Why is that a crazy argument? Good results against good teams is a bad argument for the team.
Colorado.
They didn't.
I'd rather be in St. Louis's position than Colorado.
No shit, Duane. Jesus Christ.
There's your argument. That's your argument.
So, okay. Real quick, what's your solution, Duane? You said August striker. Who are you bringing in?
I don't know.
My mic went out. Can you guys hear me? I can't hear you at all. Hold on.
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Duane?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fine. Okay, so it's Mitch. He can't hear us.
I can't hear anything. Hold on.
So we'll talk when Mitch gets this figured out.
Well, I mean, you've made good, suggestions that work several times. I'll take anything you mentioned. I trust your knowledge more than I trust mine on who's available in the world.
I'm gonna throw some names out at you because I've actually done this, right? I've actually done a lot of homework on this because we talked about this, remember?
Yeah.
So I have some options that I think could make the Rapids attack a little bit more lethal. What about Derlis Gonzalez in Olympia, down in the Paraguayan league?
Sure. Does he score goals?
He scores goals. He plays striker and he plays wing.
Should have just got CJ Sapong for 200.
5 out of 5. That's what you should have done. Bring him.
That's what they should have done.
He's 29, and I really like his game. Really cool. What about Julio Furch from Atlas?
Does he score goals?
Scores goals, big and tall, target man. One of the better strikers in the last 2-3 seasons before last year.
5 out of 5. Bring him.
Sebastian Ferreira from the Houston Dynamo. He's been benched.
Goals?
He scores a bunch of goals. That's all he does. Score goals.
5 out of 5. Bring him.
There's a bunch of players you can go out there, dude. I have a list of 20 players.
Should have just got CJ Sapong. He just went to Toronto for $200K in game.
He doesn't score goals though.
No, but he's the perfect guy he's cheap. He'd be perfect in front of Rubio. He fits the mold for what makes Rubio work. It would have been perfect for $200K.
But you need goals. Like if he's not scoring,
well, no, but if that puts Rubio in the spot to score goals, like we've seen in the past, where he's best with a big guy in front of him, a big target guy, that was a cheap target guy to get in front of him.
I think you just gotta teach that. If you're gonna bring Sapong, just teach Yappy that role. And
or what you can do is just put Yappy in front of him. Yappy, if Yappy is on the field with goal scorers, he's on the wing. He's playing the 10. He's doing everything except being a giant target in the front. I don't get it.
That's a good point. That's a good point for me.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like it's true. Like because if you're gonna spend 200, the thing is, I'm willing to spend money on my list of guys that I have. But I'm willing to spend that money because they've produced the last couple of seasons. They've shown they could do it at top tier leagues or like higher competition leagues or just leagues that are actually pretty good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm willing to spend. If you're going to pay $200K for Sapong, who is not scoring goals, just give that role to Yappy. He
scored more goals than the Rapids did today.
Yeah, he might have. How long is he going to keep it up for?
I don't know, but
that's my
according
thing.
to Duane, we're never going to score a goal again. So that means obviously he could have been a good addition.
So what you mean is more than 0. It's a low bar.
Cody, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're neither does Sapong. Like, Sapong is not has not been a productive player either. But if you're gonna spend 200K in Gam, just let Yappy cook at that point and teach him how to play with Rubio and just have both of them out there. Even Cabral, dude, Cabral could probably play that role pretty well as a big target guy.
Yeah, he should. He's really good as a striker. The numbers bear it out. He should be a striker. He should not be a winger.
You have two guys right there. You know what I mean? If you're gonna pay for that for non-production, you have them right there. Why would you pay for production?
See us being this sauced up about fine result. It's crazy. We are torqued right now.
The issue is that we're not looking at it. We're at the point of the season where we're not looking at games.
Sure.
We're looking at what led up to the game.
No, I know.
Yeah. It's part of it. That's how you analyze it.
We're not going to talk about the game.
This is what dude. It's such a brutal thing.
No, it sucks.
It's such a brutal thing, dude. Because they should be better. And I'm trying to
way better.
I'm trying to think. Maybe my Rapids being good prediction was a year too early. Maybe they need more time to actually get together.
Yeah.
Maybe next year they're the team that I think they were this year.
Yeah.
But at that point, I'm gonna be burned. So by 5 games in, when they're on top of the West, I'm not gonna be stuck. I'm like, when is it gonna fall off? When are the wheels falling off? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely think they'll be hanging around, right? They're 2 points from 7th. I think they'll be hanging around, especially if you keep hanging with the good teams. If you keep getting even a point off of the good teams, they'll be around. I'm not saying they're world beaters. I'm just not ready to just say the wheels are off the wagon and everything sucks, because they're still 1 win away from being firmly in a playoff spot.
I think I'm right in the middle of you guys. I think I get Duane's.
Me too. I get where Duane's coming from.
I want to say this.
Pissed.
That's what I want to say.
What really scares me is I'm not even pissed. It's just at the point where I'm almost not even caring anymore.
You're not mad. You're just disappointed.
Yeah, it's like I feel like it doesn't matter. Like when we do our prediction graphics every week, I feel like I can never put them as a win anymore, because I'm tired of losing on the predictions. So maybe I'll just pick us to lose and then maybe get pleasantly
surprised. But it is 3-0 today.
Dude, I'm going to say this real quick. I feel what Duane feels, but I think what Mitch thinks.
There you go.
So that's what it is.
Yeah,
I feel
me and Duane are the angel and devil on your shoulder.
Yeah,
just chilling,
I know exactly what both of you are talking about. Mitch is right. Mitch is completely right. He's very yes, this is not okay. It's okay. The world isn't burning. But I'm also in Duane's head where it's it hurts. Just score a fucking goal already.
Yeah, I mean seriously. Oh man, Texas Vikings. You're also a Browns fan.
And Texas Vikings, as a Bills fan, I understand. Not from the last 4 years, but the 2 decades before that.
I mean,
what else are you a fan of, man? Are you a Rockies fan?
We're Broncos fans.
What are you, a Charlotte Hornets fan? And who else? What's the hockey version of this?
The
Jets,
Toronto Maple Leafs.
No, not anymore, dude. It's over. They broke the curse.
It might be the Panthers, honestly, at this point.
Florida? No, they're consistently in the playoffs.
But they consistently lose in the playoffs.
Oh, Vancouver. Well. It's Vancouver.
They can get
It's Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver had a pretty good squad.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Or a Chelsea fan, too. That's funny. Good job, Cody. Love that.
I mean,
let's go. Oh, Blue Jackets. That's a good one, too. Man, this is fun.
A Senators fan, too. It's really bad fan to be.
Oh, Sens are bad. Sabres.
Sens have cool sweaters, though, which is
Buffalo. Buffalo's bad.
Quiznos fan checking it. Kevin, you bought Quiznos. You held on to that Quiznos stock.
Yo, dude, trust me.
I like Quiznos.
I love Quiznos.
Dude, Quiznos is better than Subway, dude.
The hot sub, it's legit. Too bad it didn't hang on.
Dude, honestly, bread, man. And your dude is not in jail right now, so you're in good place.
Minute 30 of a post game. We're talking Quiznos and terrible teams in other leagues. You love to see it.
That's what we got to talk about after this one.
Cool. I assume Duane has no flowers to give, and I think
I
has one flowers to give.
I have flowers. I've got 4 flowers.
4? We'll get to that in a sec. Let's talk about more terrible other teams. Let's talk about Nikola Jokic.
Terrible teams. The Suns.
Yeah, the Suns. They suck.
Oh, love that.
Already franchise.
How about our guy Duane going like low-key viral today with his flipping off the sun picture?
That was really good.
Loved that. Congrats, Duane. We're all very
I'm going to stop designing because when I design cool things, they never get that much love. I'm just going to go into photography and give
Thank you, B-Ray.
See, B-Ray's like me. B-Ray's me. Like, he's in the middle of you two guys. Like, he gets it. Like, he knows.
Yeah, B-Ray is not broken.
Honestly, I do have
That's true. He's a recent addition like me. It's fine.
Honestly,
I just abused. Like
I do have a list of like 15 guys that I would like to talk about. Maybe in a segment in a couple of weeks or two.
Let's do it this week.
Well, this week we might have a post game with the U.S. Open Cup.
Oh shit! It's already now.
Yep. Damn. So it might be like in a couple of weeks. I have like a list of 10, 15 guys that we can talk about.
Get a week off. Good lord.
Nope. So we'll do that, and I'll throw some names at you guys, some stats, and see what you guys think, and some contracts.
I'll bring a couple names too, but everyone can probably already guess who it is. So.
Josie Zardes.
Josie Zardes, dude. Hell yeah. I wouldn't be mad at it if we're being completely
honest. You guys bring
honest.
Stats, I'm going to bring snacks.
Snacks rule. Guys, I had a new candy bar today, and it was so good.
Wait, Texas Vikings, we are not the Oilers. We don't bring in dudes with the disgusting allegations. I'm telling you that right now.
You guys ever had a Zagnut bar?
No, I've only seen that in Beetlejuice. I didn't even know that was a real thing.
Coconut and peanut butter, and man, it was awesome. Anyways, let's give flowers. Uh-oh, we lost Yaya.
We lost Yaya.
Dang. Duane, how you feeling about U.S. Open Cup?
I feel good about U.S. Open Cup.
Against Sack? Sack's good.
Sure.
Sack's good, though. Actually good.
I mean, again, I fear no one with our offense. So
you fear no one with our offense?
I mean, with our defense.
I was about to say.
With our defense.
Where'd Yaya go?
I don't know, man. He's getting some snacks, maybe.
I think he's looking for the flowers graphic. Or maybe he's getting some flowers. Some actual flowers.
There he is. He's getting some drinks.
Oh.
He's hydrating.
I can't hear
what he's also on mute.
Yeah. Wow. Riveting.
Mute. I'm far away.
All right. Is it flowers time? There it is. Look at that. What a graphic. Flowers from the fellas. Duane, you said you have 4, but I just want to hear 1. What do you got?
Yarbrough. Dude,
easy.
Anytime there was a goal, dude played out of his mind. Didn't matter what it was. He was the man of the match. He kept us in this game. He was amazing. He's been amazing all season. Love that Yarbrough. I don't know what else to say. He's great. We are lucky to have him.
Yeah, you're right. He's awesome. There's nothing really else to say. You spend a month connected to every available keeper in Europe, and all of a sudden your keeper's
already had the greatest.
Well, no, your keeper's like, hey, what the hell? Watch this. Another great game from Yarbrough. I don't know.
He's great.
No notes.
Yeah,
nothing I would rather he did. I think his best save was that cross to White that almost snuck in the far post, and he kind of ended up kneeling over it and waiting for he kept looking waiting for White to come up and try and get a foot on it, and just left it there before he grabbed it.
Also,
it was the first half tip over the
that was great too.
Vancouver cannot get a ball in the box for shit.
No,
they were throwing it into the stands, dude. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Well, also they're I noticed. Obviously, I feel like this is saying something really obvious, but not only are the Rapids huge defensively, but they're so mobile. right? Like because of the way they set up with those 3 at the back, you can get 2 people to the ball so fast, and they're gigantic, right? So it's so fun to watch, and I mean it makes Yarby's life how much easier. So I don't know, good Flowers. Yeah. How about you?
Skip. You're next.
Go on.
Skip. Oh, well, you know what? I'll give Flowers somebody. Jamal Murray. Good job today, Jamal.
Hey.
I love you, man.
Wait, you're skipping? You're not giving Flowers?
Nope. Nobody deserves them.
What?
Oh, okay. We'll keep going then. Go, Mitch.
None?
Nope. I'm being completely honest. I think Duane might have flipped me a little bit more to his side because I'm like, nope.
That's crazy.
What do you got, Mitch? What do you got?
I think Ronan deserves Flowers today, not because he was great, but because he worked his freaking ass off having to cover way too much space because of how the formation ended up working itself out.
Did you see the clear when he was already on his ass and then he did some kind of Spider-Man split kick and still got the ball away? Oh my God.
He did a breakdance move and ended up kicking it to Rubio.
Dude's like Spider-Man. It was amazing.
He hustled, man. I would love to see some of his distance covered and his heat map, because while I don't think he was necessarily a positive, he worked his ass off to not be a negative, and that deserves Flowers. That's the reason for this segment. That's why this segment exists, is those kind of games where it's like, good job. Hey, B-Ray, good call. You gotta be one of the fellas. You gotta give Flowers.
Fine. Fine. I'll give you another. I'll give some other Flowers. The ref.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
She was bad.
She was.
You
bad.
Said she was bad.
No, I thought she was bad, but she was fun. She was really animated.
I liked it because she straight up laughed in those dudes' faces.
I thought she was about to hand out some dissent yellows.
I did too.
I'm surprised she didn't. I would have been on that. I would have been on them. Yeah, that's fine. Man, yeah. I'm surprised at how down you are. That's crazy. All right,
can I give
you have more Flowers. Yeah.
You want me just to give all 3 of them real quick?
Sure. Go. Rapid fire.
Okay. Maxu, Wilson, Lawless.
There you go.
They all 3 played great games, came up with big saves. Wilson in the first just gave a quick little foot kick that saved a goal. Just a really heads up play in a bad situation. Maxu putting his concussion head on the line and taking a shot to the face again.
Should have had that goal on the set piece too, except for Lawless getting his arm on the keeper.
Yep.
Yeah. And Lawless, I thought, played great in that back. Like
Lawless has been
just
awesome.
He was tenacious.
For like 2 months. He's been
tenacious.
Awesome.
Lawless, man. That he was on it. So those 4 guys at the back, they all deserve Flowers. They just hammered it today.
I actually do have one guy I want to give Flowers to, and I forgot about this.
Nope, you're not allowed.
Look who's a fella again. Look who's a fella.
No, there's one guy, and that was Jonathan Lewis, just for creating that penalty. Jay Lou deserves that flower, man. He deserves a flower.
Look who's a fella again.
Oh, I don't want to be a fella, dude. I don't want to be a fella. I'm completely okay with that, dude. I'm completely okay with not being a fella today.
I can't believe people fucking watch this show. Good Lord.
But
here we are.
I'm gonna give Jay Lou a pedal for creating that penalty.
Yeah, how many concurrent do we have right now?
13. We peaked at 20.
Yo, flowers to the 13 of you guys who listen to this for some reason.
13 beautiful people who put up with this.
Now we're at 11 after you said that.
All right. Well, I was being nice to them. So, whatever, man.
Dude, hey, if you're still in the show, hit that like button.
Hit that like.
And the thing is, dude, I don't want to be negative. Like, I really don't. Like, and the thing is, I try to be even healed and kneeled or whatever the fucking saying is. But
even keeled.
There you go. But it's so frustrating, dude, that right now, I feel like I can't reward, and it's gonna sound really bad, but I can't reward mediocrity.
That's fine.
I need some happiness from the Rapids. And the Open Cup to me was fun. Like, don't get me wrong, but it was like that's kind of what you had to do. But I want I want an MLS Cup. I want the Rapids to be good.
Yeah.
I want to cheer from the bottom of my lungs. I want to see 3 goals. I want to look at that team and be like, yeah, that team will kick your ass every time out there. And that's what's really frustrating. And I love so many of these players on this squad. And it's not against anybody like on this team. Like, I love everybody on this team. Like, I truly, truly do. There's not a player that I dislike, but it's like it's so fucking hard, man.
ELE, man. Everybody love everybody.
Dude, by the way, there was a sequence that reminded me. There was a sequence in the midfield where Ronan and Rubio passed it back to each other like 4 times, and it reminded me so much of Jackie Moon. I was just like, no, you got me. No, pass it back.
Right back. Nope, not feeling it. Oh, right back. They're the best. My favorite movie of all time. Well, guys, I kind of feel like we've run out of things to talk about from this game. Should we talk about the plan for this week? Let's talk about the plan for this week. What do we got?
Do you know what day is the game? Tuesday or Wednesday? They haven't announced it yet, right?
Let's take a little gander here.
Little gander.
Gander
for the fellas.
It is Tuesday, 8:30 p.m.
Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. So we'll probably do post game Tuesday.
Yep.
Then we'll go post game Saturday.
Boom.
Just kind of like this week, we'll do both post games, no one show.
Oh wait, that's 2 Tuesdays from now.
Oh, okay, so
that's the 9th.
Dope. So this week,
so it's Thursday is our regular show, Saturday Galaxy, and then we'll go post game.
Dope. For whatever reason, I thought it was this week, but
no.
Maybe this week we'll do the striker talk then.
Yeah, I love that.
Maybe this week we'll get some names in, and we'll let
the draft has me all hyped on like finding the NFL draft that's been on for 3 days or whatever. It has me wanting to just pick through prospects. I love that.
Dude, tell me about it. I was on those shows for 5 and 4 hours.
Crazy.
My ass had bad sores at the end.
Really?
It felt like it at least.
Wow, that sucks. How do you feel about Galaxy? What's your first gut this game at Galaxy? 2 roadies in a row. Talk about a team that can't score. Also, it's like you keep running into teams that can't score.
See, I think you can sustain them, but if you're gonna play this game plan, you're screwed. They have way more talent on top.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see who's healthy, what they learn from it. I don't expect another 5-2-3 ever again. Maybe not ever, but not with this personnel grouping again.
It's more like it all depends. If they just park the bus, they're screwed.
This has draw written all over it. Over it.
Their defense sucks too.
Their defense is bad.
So you could, but again, Ricky Puig now, and you got Jovic.
Oh no, dude! This is Cabral revenge game. This is Cabral brace.
Oh,
this is it. This was written in the stars.
What would be your favorite celebration if Cabral gets the game winner? What do you want him to do?
Like what? What's my favorite goal celebration?
No. What celebration do you want Cabral to do if he gets the winning goal?
I mean, he already did the ear thing, so that's probably out the window.
I want the Haaland. Just sit down.
Oh, the Kyler Murray.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I like the hotline bling. Like
I just want him to. I want him to take a lap.
Griezmann hits that after goals.
I want him to take a lap and wave to everybody in the stands.
Yeah,
that
would take about a minute. Just
how about just double birds?
Fine with
just
it.
Like
that's fine. That's fine.
What if
you and you?
What if he goes like full World Cup and does the baguette man, the guy with the baguette in the World Cup, and he just takes out a baguette and out of nowhere and he's just like,
ooh, the tea would be good.
But that's English.
That's
but they do that when it's like.
Didn't that come from Rapinoe?
Alex Morgan, I believe, was the first one to hit it.
Okay.
Yeah,
against England too, right?
Yeah. Legend.
What other one? Do you want him to take a bow?
No, I want him to do like a handspring into a backflip or something.
Oh, I don't want that. At the rate injuries are going, I do not want that.
I just think it would be cool.
It would be dope.
Yeah, make
Bring
it
out a
French.
cafe table and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, dude, just tear the filter off of Camel Blue with his teeth and spark it up right there, dude.
Oh my god, that's funny.
How much would you laugh at if he just goes to Vanny and starts screaming like Cristiano Ronaldo, goal right in his face?
It would be sick. He deserves it. He has to play next week. He has to play. That has to be why he didn't play today. He's gonna be starting this week.
Champagne. Kevin has a good point. It'd be champagne.
I smoked so many cigarettes when I was in Paris. It was absurd. It just, you walk into that city and you're like, already, it's just one in your fingers. You don't even know it. Just it's there automatically.
That sounds like harassment.
I liked it. I had fun. Have a Klein out shirt underneath. That would be Jim. Jim wins. That's what I want.
Yeah, Klein out would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I would love one that says Nuggets over Lakers.
Nuggets in 4, dude. 4.
That'd be pretty fun too.
Love that.
Game 2 tomorrow night. Or no, game 7 tomorrow. You guys got a prediction for that?
Avs win 5-1.
Oh, Avs? Yeah, I think Yaya's right. It's gonna. I would even say it might be closer to like 6 or 7-2.
Yeah,
I think
they're locked.
It's gonna be a beatdown.
I'm breaking out my new jersey tomorrow. I'll be hosting the watch party at the DNVR bar.
They got
hang out. Come hang out. It's gonna be lit.
They're both going to the finals.
I have a bet on DraftKings where both of them win a championship, and if that happens, I win like $4,000.
When did you take that?
In like early March, like right after they beat the Nuggets, beat the Grizzlies for that to basically lock up the 1 seed.
You want to know something? I took that exact same bet last July.
Whoa, cool.
So now if they win, I'm about $1,500 richer for like $5.
Let's go.
I trust it.
Duane, how you feeling, bud?
I'm good.
I think Duane is also mad at me for not giving flowers.
Duane, did you feel good about the Bills draft?
You don't have to give me flowers. I was thinking Galaxy, and I was just like, I don't know, draw.
It's a draw. It's gonna be a draw. Everyone's gonna hate it. It's gonna be a draw.
We need a graphic that's just like, we should make a drawing for every draw with one stick every time, like at this point. And then at the end, it's like, oh, look what we drew. Like, I think it'd be a fun bit at this point. Like,
you know those ones where it's like you fold it so you can't see what the person drew and you're supposed to add on to it?
Yep.
It looked like that.
I think that's what we should start doing. Just drawing a line every draw and see what comes out at the end.
Duane, did you like the Bills draft?
I'm not a draft guy because I've seen so many times really good people that were supposed to be amazing get drafted high and they're okay, and you see guys get drafted mid-round and they're amazing. So
George Kittle.
I mean, it was fine. They got a real good tight end. We already had one that we just gave a whole bunch of money to, so it's kind of weird. We did finally get an offensive lineman, so maybe Josh Allen won't get murdered on every play running for his life. So, but whatever, we'll see. I mean, time will tell.
Cody, to answer your question from a while ago, I do not have an answer on Bassett's injury. Yeah.
Bassett's injury is gonna take a while, man. He actually pulled that thing. You got to get back 100. You see what happens when you force it.
Maybe after that earliest that home game to Philly. That's the 13th. That's like a month off.
I think, to me, again, I know nothing. I'm going based off what I think it should happen.
Maybe even come back in Rocky Mountain Cup. That's the 20th of May.
To me, dude, 4th of July.
Cincy.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
To me, it's like 4th of July.
Games.
Dude, yeah, but when
I know, but like that they're not gonna rush him back in now because they just did that.
11. He's gonna miss 11 games.
Dude,
it's possible.
Those hamstring injuries are bad, dude. Like, if you don't get it right and you come back, you will rip that and you will be out for a year. So you got to be super careful with those things.
Yep.
Like,
they're gonna baby him coming back.
The schedule is so front. I mean, It is crazy how many games they have.
May is
murderous. There's basically as many games from now to the Leagues Cup break as there is after Leagues Cup.
Well, it's because of Leagues Cup that they had to like pack everything.
Well, I know, but like, why don't do a couple multi-game weeks on the back end? There's nothing.
I think they want to I think it's also football time, so they don't want to be around football too much. The NFL, like they don't.
Well, that's why you would take a Wednesday game, feature your product.
Maybe, yeah, you're right.
You're not going against college football. Well, you are, but it's like, Kent State versus Toledo and shit like that. You can hang against that.
Yeah, for the most part, I think so, especially because people don't want to watch that.
Apologies to all of our fans watching from Toledo.
I got no beef. I don't have any beef with Toledo. I don't know. We have people watch from some random places.
We have somebody from, I think we had somebody from Nigeria the other day. Not in the comments, but I saw it in our podcast downloads.
Yeah.
So shout out them if they're still listening. We had somebody from Mexico City.
Dude,
so like,
that's awesome.
Somebody from Ireland, I think too. Like, I get to see all those numbers.
Sense.
So like,
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Texas Viking 86 is offended. Sorry, Texas Viking 86. Wait, you're a Kent State fan too? How could any of us have possibly guessed that?
Dude, Texas Viking is everywhere. I do not know.
See, Kevin, there you go, my guy. Local. All the way out there. You are living in another world in Cherry Creek, to be fair. That is like another country.
That's like fancy, dude.
That might as well be France, yeah.
He's in fancy town.
Fancy pants.
I live in Lakewood, dude. Like, I'm so close to Colfax and Federal, dude, that I could get a taco and get herpes all at the same time.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy, how do I wrap after that sentence?
Yaya's really served you up another one.
You guys watching?
You want to get herpes?
United Villa tomorrow at 7 a.m. I know my guy Cody is.
I am not.
I am not, but go United because I hate Villa.
Go United. I'll go United just for Mitch, dude. I'm not a United fan, but I love Mitch.
I'll cheer for anyone versus Villa except for City.
We got one of those, those color control light bulbs that you can control from your phone. Have you seen those?
I've heard of them.
Like, is that what you're doing right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it was blue earlier for the Nugs. It's red right now for the Pids, and it will be red tomorrow. Well, it's burgundy for the Pids, and it will be red tomorrow morning. It's awesome. I didn't even know I could do that until today, and it's tight. All right, Duane, plug us out of here, guy. Please.
Here comes the police.
Please plug us out of here.
Oh man, give us a follow on Twitter, DNVR _Rapids. Give us a thumbs up if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, wherever you are. Give us a happy little review. 5 stars would be lovely. If not, then maybe sit out on the review, because we need the things that are going to help us so that we can keep this show going. If you like 1990s circa Madonna Vogue, then you want to follow Mitch _Carroll on Twitter. 2 underscores. And then if you like dancing to police lights and Rocky's hats, then you want to follow Yahir Vazquez on the Twitters.
Dude, I'm getting arrested for being too boogie oogie.
Jesus Christ. We needed a silly
thanks
one.
for staying up with us, everybody.
Hey,
we appreciate
you guys know what it is. Become a diehard. TheDNVR.com. Get yourself the DNVR locker. You get discounts at the bar. You get discounts on merch. You get free merch. You get early access to tickets. All the fun stuff. More important than all of that, baby, and we say it every time, and I'm going to say it again.
Logan gets it.
Up the damn Pids.